Hi YouTube world, welcome back to my channel. Still in Miami, so I spruced up the background a little bit. I have a guest who joins me every now and then, Daphne. You'll see her in the background. That is my sister's dog, and essentially she's my dog too, but whatever. I just thought it might be fun to quickly hop on and use some new Glossier products that I received. I could not hold out. I haven't been doing a lot of new shopping on new releases, but Glossier, I always make a little bit of a special exception, especially that the release is bronzers. So these are the new, what do they call them? They call them the Solar Paint Luminous Bronzer Creams. I got two shades, Ray and Flare, that's these here. And I also got a Lippie that I hadn't yet tried, which is the Ultralip, this one here. I got the color Villa, so I'll try that one on too. I also don't have anything on my cheeks right now because I do have Glossier paints, so I thought, well, let's make this an all Glossier video. I have used all of these products, I will say that. I don't always like to come on and do a first impression because I want to be able to tell you, how I feel about it. The cloud paints, I'm going to use a combination of Buff and Dusk. What I love about the cloud paints, and I'll link below some other videos I have of Glossier, I am a fan of Glossier. I'm a fan of their formulation. I don't love all their products, but they do have some stellar products. Probably the stuff I'm least fan of are their lip products, which is why I wanted to try this Ultralip that I purchased, because it looked like finally it might be a formulation that I like. All others are either too gloopy or too drying, actually. And then the one product I liked from their Glossier Play line, they actually discontinued. So that's the shade I created by mixing Dusk as well as Puff. And what I just love about these cloud paints is they're so forgiving, they're beautiful, they're easy to mix shades. It's not this whole like, oh god, it's gonna take me forever to mix a shade. You mix a shade and you really can't go wrong. And with this blue eyeshadow, I wanted something just a slightly bit cooler, but not like as punchy as Puff. So I'm just taking this up higher. And look how pretty that is. So pretty. I love the Glossier paints. I just think they are extraordinary. They are absolutely worth the price, and they last forever. Let's put on the Lippie now because I want to leave the bronzer to last. So the Lippie, again, I got it in Villa in the Ultralip. See, I've been using it because the Glossier, it had like a little bit of an embellishment of a G for Glossier, and I've already worn it down. And this feels very much like you're applying a stiffer kind of chapstick balm. And this is a really pretty cool tone, more cool tone pink. And it has a very, very nice feel to it. It feels super hydrating, so nothing at all like the Generation G lipsticks. It feels very hydrating. It is a nice color. There's very little stickiness. It's not a high gloss lipstick, but it gives a really pretty sheen to your lips, so you won't, if you're not into sticky gloss, or it's kind of like middle of the road. What I will say is because it has that thickness upon application, that balm-like feel, oh, this is gonna last a little longer. And sure enough, it did. It doesn't, when it wears off nicely. It doesn't wear off with like weird kind of gathering or anything in the lips. It's comfortable to wear and talk. So I'm on the phone a lot for my job during the day, and this I feel like nothing. That being said, is it the most comfortable formulation? No, I much prefer something like the NARS Afterglow Lip Balm is still much more comfortable than this one, but this one's nice. Do I like it as much as the Vinylic lip, which was the Glossier Play? No, that one had a little bit more oil in it, and I thought, I don't know, I really liked that one. I still have it. I still have mine at home. So I really did enjoy that formulation. And so I don't know that this is necessarily a replacement for that. Let us go into the Flare and Ray, the Solar Paint. So these two here. I got these two. These are the two lighter shades. One looked more kind of cool tone. The other looked a little warmer. And I thought, well, maybe this could be a contour shade and this could be something more like a bronzer. It calls itself luminous. I don't think it's crazy luminous though. And so I'm going to apply one on one side, one on the other, so you could see the difference if you're kind of debating between the two. I was surprised though that they would come out with it in this formula, and also that the formula does not resemble to me the Cloud Paint formula. I had always expected them to bring out bronzer shades of Cloud Paint, and that would, if in effect, be bronzer. I'm not sure why they didn't do that, because if you did it in the Cloud Paint formulation, you could still mix colors. So if you had like a brown in Cloud Paint and you had one of the more ruddy colors of the Cloud Paints, the cheek paint Cloud Paints, you could easily get a nice tone of bronzer and kind of mix it around. I'm not sure why they did this. Maybe they're going to create their Cloud Paints in this type of packaging, which I don't think would be a bad idea, because the Cloud Paint, it's very hard to get out the right amount. You would inevitably squeeze out too much and waste product. With this one, it's a lot easier to control. So it's a doe foot applicator. You take it out. Now, I just want to point out one thing. So the applicator, once it's in, doesn't go all the way to the bottom. So I'm wondering, when this product gets a little, like a lot less, how easy is it going to be to take it out? So I'm just going to put a couple of dots or kind of slashes around. The shade I am using is Flare, and in their video online, they just have her using her fingers. So we're going to do that. Like I said, I have already used this. I probably used a little too much, but maybe we'll make it work. So that is Ray right there, and I just want to show you how easily it blended out. I don't think this is like the best shade for me. I don't think it's as impactful, but if you're super fair, this might work out well for you. I'm next going to apply Ray on this side just so you can see. So this one, I'm going to be a little more conservative with it. So you see, this one has a lot more orangey, and I'm just going to blend this out. So that is the Ray. And I think between the two, Ray is much more visible on my skin. I mean, right now I have a bit of a tan. So it is very pretty. The formula reminds me of a product from Deciem called, what is it called? It's like the opacity. It is, I will insert a picture here. I'm going to find it. But this product by Deciem, it's really, really nice, the product. It has kind of a weird, slightly greenish undertone, but it is beautiful on the skin. Really, really beautiful on the skin. Really liquidy, blends out beautifully, and like really any shade of skin can wear it. I don't know how they do it, but it is gorgeous. And this sort of reminds me of that. But I sort of think, like, if you get the Deciem product or you have the Deciem product, you don't need this, because it's very similar, but the Deciem product, you get a lot more. You can put it on your body. This is kind of a little small for for a bronzer, I think. It just feels like there's not a ton of product in these tubes, but I might be wrong. I'm going to apply the opposite colors on both sides to kind of even myself out. And so maybe you can also see the layering. It gives you some time to work with the product. You could use a beauty blender, could use a brush if you want to help you layer up. But it does give the skin a nice glow, but it is not luminous, like so crazy luminous. You see it here on my finger. So this is not a high sheen product. And it is really thundering. Florida weather has been so weird because it could be a totally sunny day and there's thunder and lightning and not a cloud in the sky. It's so weird. Not like a dark cloud, you know, it could be like one fluffy cloud and that's enough. It's been really violent, So that is the Glossier Solar Paints. I would wait for their annual sale in Black Friday. They usually have their one time a year sale. I would wait for that sale. I don't think you need them right now. And the Ultralip too, you know, if you're interested in it, curious, stay curious, but wait until their sale. I just don't think it is like a run and buy it now. Their cheek paints still, for me, are far superior product. Again, happy to have it. We'll use it. Would I repurchase it? Do I like it better than some of my other cream products? I really love the milk bronzer in Baked. I really like the Nude Sticks bronzer. And there's a few others that are really nice. So I don't think you necessarily need this, but anywho, I hope this was helpful for you to see it applied. I hope all is well, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.